What's going on, Gemini? How are you doing? Hope you're doing super well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be your reading for the week of September 26th through August 1st, 2024. So in this reading, Gemini, we're going to take a look at your overall general energy for the week. We're going to take a look at some things you do not see coming, and we're also going to get some advice from your angels and spirit guides and so much more for you regarding the last week of August 2024. So before we begin this reading, as always, I do want to take a moment to let you know that you are very much so welcome here in this space with me as we go through this reading, and I really do appreciate you in advance, Gemini, for taking the time to check this reading out. Now, if this general reading does happen to resonate with you, definitely smash that like button, subscribe down below if you have not already for future updates. I would also really appreciate that over here, Gemini. So without further ado, I'm now going to pull the energy, and we'll see what wants to come through for you. As always, I would like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for the sign of Gemini. Wow. You got a whole new beginning with here. And I'm talking like this is going to feel like you're on a whole new planet. I swear to God. And for a lot of you like that connect with, you're going to be like, you know how sometimes Earth feels like it's like a hellish plane where you're just like, I just want to go home to heaven. I want to go home to my other planets. I want to, like, wherever you think you're from, like, oh my God, Earth is too unbearable. Like, you're going to make, like, this week, like, heaven is going to start to slowly be restored on Earth in your reality in the way that you can be in control of. Not to say that the whole collective isn't going to have a mental breakdown, because they are. Not to say that things are going to have to get a little bit worse before they get better when it comes to the collective, for sure. But what I'm saying for you is that this week you're going to finally feel at home on planet Earth, because now the Galactic Federation is here, and my real father's here now. You know what that means, right? Don't disrespect your president. Oh, wow. Yeah, there's a lot of good energy for you. Hold on. But something is being released from your life in a very painful way. I do feel that. There might be a fellow air sign woman that you're very pissed at, or you're going to have to manage your anger with, Gemini, for you. Could be like an Aries. There could be a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini woman in your life, or that you know about, that you're going to be like, what the hell is going on? So before we get into the tarot, there's definitely, for some of you, you're going to have multiple new projects, multiple new beginnings coming in. That's very strong. That's the first thing. There can be a couple different people that you really didn't expect to come into your life that you're going to be working with in a tangible way that can really help you with your money and your career. I also get there being a little bit of you coming to terms with your own authenticity and what's real for you on the down low. There's something about you really tuning into your true self, kind of like on the low, okay? As things pick up in the physical, there's definitely a lot of good new money moves to be made here. There's a lot of hard work in front of you, but it's going to make you very happy. And a lot of you this week, your advice is to juggle two different things. So instead of putting all your eggs in one basket financially, maybe finally start that side business. There's something, like, just to skip around, Gemini, when it comes to your advice here, you have the Ace of Pentacles, the Sun, and also the Two of Pentacles. So there's a brand new beginning when it comes to improving physical health or a new earthly endeavor. This can be a new hobby, but it's most likely something that will produce fruit for you. So for some of you, there's a new authentic hobby, or there's something that you're actually genuinely passionate about that you're going to be toiling with, that you're eventually going to make public. But it starts for you this week. There's a new authentic beginning that you start working on this week that eventually will be brought out into the public. In your overall, I know we're skipping around, but in your overall general energy, you have the Fool, And then in the energy that you need more of, you have the Fool. So I want you to pretend like you're an alien that just landed on planet Earth for the first time. And you're like, what is this? What is that? Wipe out any sort of conditioning that you have and really allow yourself to experience life as if you were like a newborn baby. This is a spiritual rebirth for many of you, but there may be something about and it's similar to Aquarius. There is something about a heartbreaking situation with those who tried to somehow plot against you that maybe you weren't aware. Many of you are going to be very aware this week of people who have tried to go against you, or people in society who have been up to no good. Is there heaven for a muggle up to no good, or is it just another effing hood? For a lot of them, there's just another effing hood. And so you're shifting realities this week. It's very, very, very powerful. But before we get into it's a whole spiritual rebirth for you, but there's going to be like a hard pill to swallow about, for some of you, yeah. So let's go ahead before we get into the tarot here, Gemini. Let's go ahead and start this reading off with some pre-shuffled oracle cards, and these oracle cards contain the energy that you need more of. So the first one, like I said, is the Fool, and the Fool is also, the Fool is the number 0. It's unlimited, and the Fool is someone who is not afraid to take risks. Like in order to really achieve the life that would be fulfilling to you, sometimes you have to be willing to fall flat on your face to see if it works or not. Or so, for the Fool here, it's like you must be willing to look bad in front of yourself and other people this week. Because what other people think about you and how other people treat you is really more of a reflection of them than it is you. If a successful YouTuber sees you start your first ever, if a successful YouTuber sees you create your first YouTube video, they're going to be proud of you, and they're going to know what it takes. If a successful pastry owner sees you build your first pie and sell it, they're going to be happy for you. It's only the people who don't have a lot going on for them, or like people who are jealous, like trying to avoid work. There's something about the energy that you need more of as well, is to realize that some of you have been dealing with fools who don't want to see you make changes because it scares them, or it's like the idea here, Gemini. I want you to keep this in your mind, that like successful people will never judge you for starting something new. It's only the people who are a little bit, for some sort of reason, harvesting your energy. There's also your challenge is that there is an energy of people trying to stop a new beginning for you. And for some of you, this goes very deep, and I don't really want to scare you, but there are people who, this could be an air sign, who is desperately attempting to stop this new beginning from happening in your life. And I do get that your challenge is to put up a boundary with someone who is cold, manipulative. It could be a Libra, it could be a Gemini, it could be an Aquarius woman. I'm getting, doesn't have to be woman, but even if it's a man, it's feminine energy. And there's nothing wrong with feminine energy, but what I get is that it's like, it's out of alignment for whoever it is. Passive aggressions. There's someone who is behind the scenes potentially trying to run away or trying to not get caught from something, Gemini. You know what I mean? That's really what I feel here. Like, can a schizo boy and a psyop girl ever find love? Should have never done this, Anthony. Okay. What are you doing, Anthony? What are you doing, Anthony? What are you doing? What are you doing, man? And so you have the Fool, and then you have this card, the moment-to-moment card, which is the energy that you need more of. It's the Two of Pentacles. This person is very alert and aware because they're jumping from rock to rock. And it's interesting to me that you also have the Two of Pentacles in your advice. So what I get from this energy is that there's something in the air. There's a decision that is either in the air. There's something that you're almost waiting. You're waiting for a new beginning to happen, but people may come in to actually block this. And I don't mean to kind of damper down your week here or to dampen down your future, but I do get there is this sense of delayed beginning in your life, Gemini. And I get that there's an external jealous or manipulative person or force in this universe that your challenge is that they are doing everything that they can to stop this new beginning from happening, to stop some sort of awakening happening within you. That I do feel like for some of you, they could be temporarily successful this week, but for some of you, you're going to have to witness someone's downfall, or you're going to have to come to terms with the fact that not everyone in this reality is on your side. And for some of you, it's like you're just waiting for the downfall of a fool who played you. I'm going to be honest. Like, the energy that you need more of is that I do get that there's people that have infiltrated your life, your energy, perhaps harvested your energy, perhaps distracted you, perhaps plotted against you. Take it as it resonates, leave what doesn't. But there's some sort of energy of like it's up in the air. Like someone who tried to mess with you, maybe running. There's also something it came through for the Aquarius reading about something backfired. Like someone's plan to mess with you backfired, and for some of you this week, you're going to be witnessing the actual backfire of that, and you're going to be like, what are you doing, Anthony? Like, whoa, what is this even? Like, this is crazy. Like, you're nuts, bro. Or whoever, whatever you got going on. Like, this is just like, and for some of you, it has to do with a lot of people that are involved. But the next energy that you need more of is integration. So integration here, you have the eagle and the swan here. Oh Lord. and you have the yin yang. So this is about integrating your ego. The true lesson of Christ per se even is to integrate Lucifer, to realize that we all have a dark side and we all have a shadow side. And part of what gets us in trouble in this life is a lot of us thinking that we're on the good side, they're on the bad side. And the true lesson of Christ that I feel called to tell you today is to integrate the shadow. Lucifer, we all want to say that each other are Lucifer. We all want to be quick to judge each other as bad, but really we're all just reflections in the mirror of each other. And there's something about integrating your dark side and your positive side. Like anyone who is on the side of I'm the good one and everyone else is bad, that's when you get in trouble, when you don't realize that you have you don't realize that part of what you're doing or part of what another person is doing is coming from this place of I'm the good one, so therefore everything else must be bad. Because I'm already the good chosen one, so everything else is bad. And it's like this weird energy running the show. So I get from this energy, you're actually integrating the light and the dark. And for a lot of you, this is what you're going to have to be called to sit in as you witness people run into trouble who have tried to hurt you. As you witness a situation that is kind of outside of your control, up in the air, just remind yourself and remind everyone around you that we all have a positive side and a dark side. And and as as Gemini, the master, you can see things from two different sides of the same coin. We're going to have to integrate here. Like if we really want this to be a melting pot, then it really needs to be like that. And everyone, needs to stop, like we're all one, okay? And we really need to be like that. And so there's a lot of separation energy here that you're going to be witnessing, like people having to face their shadow, but you also facing your shadow, something like that. But this is a really powerful spiritual energy for you, but it does come with pain. And it does come with you tapping into your intuition to what's really going on behind the scenes, because something is really going on behind the scenes in your life. I feel that it may be advisable to kind of just observe it. Okay, let's go ahead and get into your reading. Your opportunity here, Gemini, is the Page of Pentacles. This is about doing the dirty work, and it's also about a new physical beginning, a new beginning when it comes to a project that you may feel passionate about, but you're still kind of rather inexperienced about. This can be working with people who can help you in ways if you've already transcended like if you're on your path and you've already transcended the Page of Pentacles frequency to a certain degree in some sort of field or some sort of passion area, some sort of hobby, some sort of industry, I do feel like there's an opportunity for you to bring people in who may help you deal with things that you've already dealt with. Now, there's also a frequency coming through, though, Gemini, that no matter what level you're at in this life, in whatever area of life, the best teacher is always the best student. Like the true master is always learning from every single situation. And I feel like there's a new beginning of you actually becoming a student again in some area of your life. There's you surrendering to the fact that, you know what, like let's become newborn. Let's look at this situation with a fresh set of eyes instead of my conditioning, you know, and there could be some sort of new project coming on for you that's very powerful. Now, when you're challenged, like I said, the Queen of Swords and the Seven of Wands, I get that this is a defensive energy that you're going to have to deal with as your challenge, but it's almost like, you know, air and fire feeds on each other. They're two masculine energies. So you may be dealing with like a passive-aggressive woman, or there may be a woman that you need to, and if it's not a woman, it's like a feminine, you're like a woman with that, you know, there's like a feminine energy that you need to cut yourself off from, or, you know, whatever, in some sort of you're going to know what it is. It's like a negative energy. That's your challenge. It could be someone trying to block your happiness and your new beginning, but it ain't going to work. You know what I get as well is like something in your life was written. Like, do we have free will? Yes, but really no. Like, there are certain things in your life that are going to happen that I do feel that, whether you want to call it spiritual, whether you want to see the people that Spirit's using to have this happen, you know, there's something that was trying to be blocked that it's actually not able to be blocked. And maybe for some of you, this is your own foolish ways getting in the way of this new beginning in your life that you're going to have to now let go of. And for some of you, from a certain perspective, you may have to eat humble pie from a certain perspective. Not like completely, but I'm just getting a little bit. Like, you may have to say, well, this new beginning was destined for me, but it was being blocked somehow. But how was I also the one blocking it? How is it a two-way street, right? How is it integration? It's not just victim consciousness. It's not just, oh, I'm taking full responsibility for this. It's both. So this is about the middle way in your life. God don't like ugly. It was written. Hey, Anthony, your whole damn psyop is smitten. So I don't know what you're doing, really. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing, bro. So anyway, it's like, whatever. And so in your overall general energy, you have the Fool, the Hanged Man, and the Three of Swords. So what is it that often allows people to become enlightened? Crisis. You know, you're either going to be witnessing someone go through a crisis, or there's going to be something happening to you that you find out, and there's going to be heartbreaking information revealed to you that leads to a temporary moment of enlightenment. Let me repeat that. What's going on for Gemini for the 26th to the 1st of September? There's going to be heartbreaking information revealed to you that leads to a temporary moment of enlightenment. Or a permanent one for some of you, yeah. Because for some of you, there's no coming back from this. And for some of you, you're unfortunately going to have to witness. Look, now, one of the fundamental core teachings is that change is the only constant. But you don't get to do some really devilish stuff and not have to face consequences. You don't get to, and this is energy that I'm telling you to have towards energy that's like flipping you out, okay? You don't get to play with someone's life and then determine how they respond. Because what I get is that there's some sort of weird energy that was trying to block something for you that only amplified it. And I don't know what this new beginning is. I don't know. And for some of you, it's just going to be the start of something. Something has really backfired. So, and I get for most of you Geminis out there, it's not really you. It's someone around you, or there's a new beginning that is going to break someone's heart. But what does that say about them? You know, like what I want you to take away from this week, no matter what information is revealed to you that you're going to be like, what the hell? What people do and how people treat you is a reflection of them. Okay? It shows more about them. What people say about you, whatever information is revealed about what people did, what does it say about them, not you? And it's like a two-way street, right? You have to integrate this now. The swan and the eagle. What could that possibly mean, everyone? The swan and the eagle. What could that, could a psyop? No. Nothing? No. So, look, and I just want to be honest. Never mind. All I'm going to say is my father is here now. I am with my father now. And that's really bad news for a lot of people. So, but actually, guess what? It's good news. Do you want to know why it's good news? Because if you can integrate it and to understand that this is not the devil, like a lot of people really think I'm the Antichrist rising. No, I'm not the Antichrist. I'm freaking Christ. But I'm not the only freaking Christ. Christ consciousness is a frequency, not a person, except that I'm actually like a alien that's saying Christ. Like, I'm not even freaking what you think I am. So you better be careful. But you need to integrate it. Stop. I'm not good. You're not bad. You're not good. I'm not bad. You're not bad. I'm not good. So anyway, in what you don't see coming, you have the Four of Pentacles, the the Four of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and also the High Priestess here. So I feel like there could be a new fire sign that's coming into your life that you want to keep on the down low. For some of you, there's a new fire sign. It doesn't have to be a woman, but there's a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius fire sign coming into your life that your intuition could be telling you they're coming into your life, but there's something about it being hidden or revealed. And for many of you, this is what this whole plot was about. Someone was very unhappy or is very unhappy with the authentic destiny that you are literally built for. Someone is very unhappy about the authentic partner or the authentic people around you that you are literally meant for, okay? And nothing can stop it. You know what I get? You know what I get from this reading is that there's a bunch of, you know what I really get if you really want me to hit you where it really hurts? There's a lot of people who, first of all, underestimated you and underestimated the protection that you have. Second of all, really misunderstood the idea of the law of attraction. I'm sorry, from this reading, what I really get, Gemini, is that there are people who try to use the law of attraction to manipulate your destiny. And all it's going to do is really backfire. So you may have to, I'm telling you, this week, you may have to face painful truths about a situation that is being revealed itself to you that's going to make you enlightened. But more so, for most of the collective, you're going to have to witness the absolute heartbreak of people who thought they were spiritual and are as spiritual as me. They are as spiritual as you. This is about integration. It's not about separation. I'm not different than you. You're not different than me. But we do make different choices in life. And what I'm saying is that you're going to have to witness the painful enlightenment of some people who thought they were able to use the law of attraction to manipulate destiny. It will only backfire 10 times. And so, and then in your advice, you have the Ace of Pentacles, the Sun, and also the Two of Pentacles here. So there's something about a new beginning that you may be waiting on. Spirit's saying, Spirit is saying juggle your old life and prepare for a new life as well. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep making money the way that you're making money, but set apart a space in your mind. Set apart a place for this new beginning to arise once something can no longer be stopped. Because what I get is that there's someone, you may have to witness someone being publicly embarrassed too. Public embarrassment. And true winners don't enjoy the downfall of people, or like true people who are positive they don't get joy from the downfall of other people. But what I get from this reading is that there are people who are really enjoying a blockage that they set up for you, and they didn't even know, like, this was all on God's time anyway. And what I get what I get really deeply now, Gemini, is that there were people out there who plotted against you, maybe for a really long time, maybe not, but there were people who plotted against you, who thought that they were delaying something, who thought there were people who were like, oh, if we could just delay it up until this point in time, we'll be good. And all that was a psychedelic mirror for them to realize that no, there was nothing about timing. You just had to learn the lesson in the weird way that they had to learn the lesson of trying. Something is backfiring. Someone tried to block something for you, and there was something about flawed logic. There was something about maybe even people, like, not understanding how destiny works or how, like, reality works, and it's all just going to backfire. And I really feel like this energy of, I don't know about you, but, like, I just feel so strong right now. Like, I just, like I said, I was walking down the street of the Sun Triseptile, the IC, and I literally met my father, So now that I met my father, I'm a crystal child. I absorb things around me. So now that I met my father, like my real father, it's crazy. Like, I know who I am. I know what I'm becoming. I know who's here with me now. And yeah, it's beautiful. So with that being said, we don't even have time for clarifications. I'm going to conclude this reading. Have a good one.